You will always have the ability, regardless of the event style or length that you're putting together, to utilize as many or as few of the features that we have within our menu here. And those feature titles, the images, and the color schemes are all completely custom. And you're always going to have access to the desktop website that you see here and that mobile application. And for this specific video, we're actually going to focus a little bit further on that mobile app. So I'm going to jump to the second page and walk through two of my favorite features and how they can be utilized in a lot of different event use cases. So the first one that I'm going to go into is the event game. And I would argue this is one of our most versatile tools in the sense that every challenge that you put within your event game is completely custom and passcode oriented. And what that provides you as those event administrators is the ability to take the goals of your specific event, create the challenges around those goals. So while our attendees are getting excited about seeing their name on a leaderboard as they're completing those specific challenges, they are accomplishing the things that are directly correlated with your ROI, your KPI for your specific event, and really defining the success of your event. So there are a couple examples that I always like to point out when we're thinking of both internal facing and external facing events. So on the internal side of things, if we have that leadership summit or annual all hands or kickoff event that's taking place, at some of these events, a lot of times there's a lot of celebrating that's happening for our organization or for our employees. But along with that, there's usually some content that's pretty valuable or important to those specific employees for what may be changing in the year or what our new initiatives or targets are as we look ahead to the next year. So this gamification provides a great opportunity to create, let's say, some trivia challenges based around those presentations where we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of what our goals are for the next year. Or along with that, like you see with the top challenge being showcased, or even the one directly below it, if we have some new members of leadership that are joining our team and they may be presenting at the event, or they may be hosting their own panel or session to get to know them a little bit further, you can create those challenges that are directly correlated with their session, so our audience is familiarizing themselves with this new addition to our leadership team. Now, thinking further about the external side of things here, maybe we have a customer conference that's taking place or a specific trade show that we're hosting. At those types of events, we may be wanting to showcase our own products and solutions to our audience, or potentially some partners of ours that have been a great help and support over the years. And we want to make sure that they receive that spotlight and shine also. So we can create specific challenges that are going to incentivize our audience to go learn a little bit more about those products or about those partners. So as you see here with our Mural question, head over to Mural's sponsor page. What percentage of the Fortune 100s trust them? That might be a little nugget that's hosted in their overview section, or it might be, something that I chat with a representative of their organization about, where I can learn a little bit more and engage with them directly. And after I have that conversation, I go on that, scavenger hunt almost, I can access the answer to that question, I complete that challenge, and then I maybe rise up in that leaderboard. So I think naturally most individuals are competitive, and this is an excellent tool to ensure that our audience is really staying involved with what we as the event admins have as goals for the event. Now, another tool that I always like to highlight from a social element is our wall feature. So this social wall provides the opportunity for us to post photos around the venue, create discussion board posts, or even if I'm tuning in virtually, maybe I'm having that ability to share who I'm viewing the content with, whether that be a friend, colleague, or a furry friend, I guess I should say, right inside of the solution. So this really allows for just kind of a nice opportunity for that level of organic engagement within the tool while the event's taking place. And not only does this allow you as the event admin to even crowdsource some photos of the event, but this is going to allow your audience to also have another place to organically network and connect with some of those attendees. So Another place where this, as well as that gamification leaderboard, really can come into handy is through our live display feature. So if you want to take things like the leaderboard or those social posts and plaster them on screens around your venue, that's where that live display feature is going to come in handy, where you can very easily grab a specific example here, take some of that content and highlight it on a branded scrolling display throughout your venue so you can see everything that's happening in one clean area. So definitely something that I'd recommend here. If you've got any questions on the two, or I should say three features that we discussed on this specific video, please feel free to live chat with us at socio.events. We'd love to help out.